Jesse gonna be hurting from his heart. Wipe the tears away. Jesse gonna be searching for a soul. Jesse gonna be crashing through the gate. Jesse gonna be waving goodbye. Bye is what you break. Jesse gonna be.
That shit is awesome. I love the way that shit fades off.
Jesse gonna be.
Yeah, man. You should hear some. Cody's got some great stuff.
Dude, you should play some more shit.
We will, yeah.
Right next, he should play some other shit.
Cody.
He's in there. Tell him to play some more of his shit.
You're going to have to check out the episode they put out on WX4 where they did the interview and played Hot Static on the stage.
Hell yeah.
Hot Static's one of my favorite new ones that they do. Well, if you didn't know, we listened to Cody Stalvey's new one. What's it called?
Bad Break.
Bad Break. Honestly, it's about Breaking Bad. But good tunes from Cody. He's got a plethora. How do you say that? Plethora. We'll go with plethora.
No, you plethora. You put a little country slang on it.
He's got a lot. He has a lot of music that he's done, and all of it's really good. I've sat down and listened to it with him.
That shit was good right there.
Quite a few times.
That shit was
that's his newest. Yeah, I went over to his house yesterday, and he was working on the vocal comp, getting all the best takes on verse 1. Chorus, verse 2, and we all, I helped him. We kind of tag teamed it because I know he's probably heard it 1,000 times, so having some fresh ears in there helps that process.
Of course, every time when somebody listens to your song who's never heard it and they like it,
like I've had friends that come over to my house while I'm mixing a song, and I'll just repeat the same section over and over.
But you
want to put it in there.
All I'm doing is fine tuning what I want.
You have different views on music?
Yes,
but I trust your musical views because you know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yes, because since I come from the engineering world, I listen for the dynamic of the song. If it starts here, how is it going to get to here, come back, and then just blow your mind afterwards? But like the resolve of the song has got to be heavy for me. Melody is a big thing. I don't give two craps about the lyrics.
See, for me,
I don't listen to lyrics.
Me, it's all lyrics.
It's all dynamic and how they play and how. Say, me and him had a conversation about it. Me and Clay, that I listened to. If they produced the song to where it sounded dirty, and that dirty sound that they produced complements that band and what they're doing, that's awesome. But if you have something super clean, let's just for example, Nashville sound on top of a band, but what if they sounded a little bit grittier and dirtier? That'd be way more better.
Okay, but
it'd be much better than the crispy clean.
So you say
that's like Stapleton though. Chris Stapleton. I thought the Johnson Brothers stuff was that dirty sound like that.
But I got something to bring up.
But then great that he's in Nashville. That's a great accomplishment, and he's doing his thing. But I think they do have a dirty aspect to it. Just a little bit more grit in it would just make it a little bit better.
Think about the idea of a Stapleton and a fucking goddamn Sturgill.
Man,
just like a fucking.
I've never seen Sturgill live, but I love his
Infusion type of fucking album, dude. Oh my
God. Clay recently got me. Clay recently got me on Sturgill, and Clay, I didn't tell you this, but I do love his shit.
It's good, man.
That's that broken man country like we were talking about. That's that.
I told Ashley 2 years ago. I was like, two 3 years ago.
So much.
I was like, I'm gonna dance to you in a ballroom to that fucking.
I like listening to Two White Lions.
Fucking, what's that fucking song off of? What's that album? Metamodern. Yeah, the Metamodern album, the one that was. What was that cover song he did?
You talked about him doing
Voices,
a cover song.
Promises.
Not Voices.
Clay knows everything. I
promise you I will.
Sturgill.
How many Sturgill Simpson shirts do you have right now?
Jesus.
I've only got one shirt.
But you wear it all the time.
He looked down to see if he was wearing it because he thought he might be wearing it.
He's always got it on.
Badass tee,
I know, it is.
But Adam, you were saying something.
Man?
You can't just make. You can't buy
but hold on.
that shit.
No, Adam was saying something about the dynamic of the song and like the lyrics not meaning shit.
Yeah.
But Kanye West, his dynamics, like the beats,
Yeah.
the shit's gonna build on its own,
yeah.
and then the lyrics just build on top of what
But
he's talking
also,
about.
you can have a steady groove in a song, and melody can bring that dynamic. Just the melody can bring that dynamic out.
But Kanye does that with the melody
Right.
and the lyrics.
Right.
Hell
You know what?
yeah.
We're gonna
Y'all were in a
have to-
band?
Yeah, you remember that.
I remember
Why have y'all not played any shit?
Because we were the Broadwater band.
Steven
No
played
one
y'all.
wanted us to play.
I would love to hear y'all play right
look,
now.
Steven
Prime
played y'all,
example.
didn't he?
Yeah.
So when
Yeah.
I was what
Yeah.
was it? When I was 21,
Y'all had jeans.
I was downtown and Kendra Martin was down there, and Trail introduced me to her. It was like, "This is Kendra Martin." I was like, "Oh, hey, how are you?" I was like, "I'm Adam Hanley." She's like, "You're related to Constance." I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "You played my Sweet 16 and I hated it." I was like, "Damn." Put a brother under the bus real quick. I was like, "Here's Clay. He was in it too."
Do y'all remember any songs?
Yeah, Back to Athens was an original.
Can y'all play one right now?
Dude, I can't remember the lyrics, but it went something like that. Let's go, because I wrote the song against a Lost Trailer song, because they played down at the sorority parties down on the property.
That was a good time.
Yeah, we used to play. We used to go up on stage sometimes at them sorority and frat parties at his family's place.
Hold on. Since we're having a music
We
segment,
played with the
Clay,
record.
man,
hold
We
on.
played
Hey,
the
man,
record.
no, hold on.
The
That
record.
is like the best thing to have in
What?
all of life existence. I feel
What?
like
is a
his-
band
his
with somebody
family-
you love.
Oh, it's guaranteed to come by every year, bro.
Broadwater was a lot of fun.
If I gave you that guitar,
I mean, did y'all listen? Did y'all ever go down to the property and listen to Dean Dollar?
Dude,
I did. He played at a big sorority party.
Dean was a good
Dean
guy.
Dollar?
He had the long gray hair.
Bro, was that? Oh my god, dude.
I remember him.
That name sounds so
We
goddamn
always used to go out and
familiar.
play Leonard Skinner.
Oh,
Cocktail!
goddamn!
He get a big jug of alcohol. Was it Jack Daniels? He was like,
I remember that. I
Everybody in
remember
the crowd
Dean
all
Dollar.
They drink.
Yeah.
Good times, man.
Brennan, I still think you should take that guitar to
shit.
end us out. To put us out. Just a little riff, 2-3 minutes just to end it.
Shit, I don't know about that.
Is there such thing
I
as
can
a
hit you
favorite?
with a link.
Is there such thing as a favorite band of all time?
Yes.
Floyd.
Pink.
Well, I mean, for me, it's not a band, it's an artist.
Who?
Kid Cudi.
Okay, that's your top dog.
And
Always
best
go-to.
person to ever make
Clay?
music.
It's a hard question
Yeah, it's hard.
Kid Cudi.
because I listen to so much different
But
stuff.
but when you ask me that, it's hard for me to say. But Kid Cudi changed my life,
okay,
so I have to give it to him.
positive.
But I
aspect.
got Pusha T, Kevin Gates.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
Just so many
So
people.
you're in the
Yeah,
hip hop realm.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Cudi.
that's the way I am
Well,
too.
Passion,
It's a
Pain, and
time
Demon Slam
frame
was not
thing,
hip hop.
though.
I agree with this guy as well. It's
Well, yeah,
time
it's
frame.
where you grew up, what you grew up listening to. Like for you,
Like-
as Pink Floyd, you lived and died by that shit. Metallica, I know
Well-
you have a deep place in your heart for Metallica
Well, I know
too.
me and Clay had
Metallica's
this
my
conversation about how accessible it is to have a studio now and put music out on all platforms. So he was saying, okay, all the greats from the 70s and the classic rock bands, you know, Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, Jimmy, blah, blah, blah. He goes,
Yeah.
what about those guys that were really good that you never got to hear because they never
They
made
didn't
it
have
to
the money
studio?
or.
And I'm like, yeah, now they can
But-
do that
but hold
up
on,
under a good
but-
budget and
but-
still put their stuff out.
But back
Oh,
then,
yeah.
if you were good enough, you would have got heard.
Well,
yeah, but it's like
If you were good enough, then somebody would have heard your shit. Or if you were pushing your shit
Like,
enough.
if you-
not necessarily,
But, you
though.
got, depending on location, though.
Yeah.
You
Right.
may
Well,
have
I
not
mean,
had the funds to make it
Win
from
geography's lottery.
You couldn't make it from Augusta to
have y'all ever
Atlanta.
listened to some of that dark fucking sludge metal shit,
Yes.
like fucking Weed Eater and fucking Electronic Wizard.
I have no idea who that is.
I don't
Oh
think so.
god damn, bro!
I'm on that. I'll do that
Well-
on Under Oath Norma
Well,
Jean.
well, I mean,
shit,
if
bro.
you're gonna look, if I'm gonna look back at bands that brought me up,
Okay.
then Korn stands out because
Okay,
I
I've
always
seen
loved
Korn.
Korn.
Oh, yeah.
They're heavy.
But
So
they're
heavy.
good. That
System-
Jonathan
They're
Davis.
good. I don't
live.
listen to their
System
music.
does.
They're good. I love their musical ability. They
But
are,
Jonathan-
I've seen them
well-
live in Wisconsin.
And you liked it? You saw
It
Korn in
was
Wisconsin?
so heavy, I had to leave. I was like, I got to go.
cornfield.
Dude, well, I mean,
It
there's
is.
times when there's times when I'll play some Korn songs and I will start fucking crying because I can relate to
I
Jonathan
told
Davis.
my boss, I was like, that's what you hear when you walk into the gates of hell.
Nah, that's
It
what
was
you.
that heavy,
See,
dude.
No. For
It's-
me,
it was that heavy.
Nah, for me, that's what you feel when you walk in the gates to heaven. Like that's the shit that you relate to. That's the shit you know.
I mean that too, but it's just so dark.
It's all
and so,
depends
in the
on-
way because you know the engineer he had it here at this volume at the start, and he got the mix so tight. He started pushing that master up and up.
But
and
it
up,
sounded
and
good.
it was just it sounded amazing.
But what sounds like
so heavy.
But what sounds
there was
like
no room for anything to breathe. I couldn't even breathe.
And that's
I'm serious.
To me, that's fucking music. When you
that is true. That's the dynamic
when you can't
want.
find where you're at because the music is playing.
I agree with all that, but the vibe was so dark and so heavy. I had to go.
But
I was like, man,
to me,
I can't take
like
it.
you say, that was the gates of hell.
Yes.
Clay said, like Clay always said, his perspective. To me, that's the gates of heaven. Like if I heard blind when I was walking into heaven, I'm like, yeah, this is where I'm supposed to be. If I heard faggot when I was walking into heaven, but this is where I'm supposed to be.
Okay, right.
Oh yeah.
Because Jonathan Davis knew, like he firsthand experienced all that shit. People treating him like he was nothing. His dad treated him like shit. His stepmom treated him like shit. All the people who went to high school treated him like shit. And then he blew up. And he made more money than they could have ever dreamed about.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was different, and he accepted the fact.
Is there any new rock, though, that's come out? Is rock still a thing? Because all the rock guys that maybe I've listened to over the years have come out with new stuff that's all got the electronic stuff on it.
And
I
agree with that.
Kind of took the approach of their last album. But
Band of Horses. Kid Cudi samples Band of Horses in The Funeral.
Yeah.
And that's a good... Well, Kid Cudi always said... he said Band of Horses is his favorite band. He said that's the best band I've ever listened to.
Radiohead, I still listen to Radiohead. Like, fuck. Like, it's...
Creep?
Very depressing.
Radiohead.
Did you hear when Jonathan Davis did his cover of Creep? On the Unplugged?
Yeah, oh yeah. But I talk about, like, the newer Radiohead shit, too. Like, I
haven't listened to any of that.
It's just some out there shit.
And shit,
it's
you
fun.
got fucking Stained with Aaron Lewis.
Come on,
I love fucking Aaron Lewis.
He's a cool dude.
That Country Boy song.
He did it, but it's like, that was always common to hear.
But it was in the 90s, because that's what was coming out then.
I mean, that's what enriched this soul right here, that 90s country on me, man. Brooks and Dunn, D. White Yoakam, I'm ate up with it. I'll always listen to it.
You ever listen to Chris Knight?
No. I may have.
I'm sure if you've listened to Montgomery Gentry, Chris Knight used to write songs for him.
Okay. So
he's pretty.
Chris Knight, he Clay doesn't like his voice because his voice is like super harsh, like straight Kentucky shit.
Right. It can be like some.
It's broken man country music.
What's his name?
Well, so Brent Cobbish.
I don't know who that is.
Brent Cobb.
Did you go to Brent Cobb this past time?
No, but he's coming soon.
That's the one we got. Then we'll get tickets. If you tell me it's good,
I know you
okay. Then Clay, we're gonna go get tickets.
Always to Miles Fowler. It's always
$15.
He says,
have you bought tickets?
No.
Then we'll buy tickets when we leave here.
Dude, got to see Brent Cobb.
If you tell me that I need to see him, and Clay was playing songs from him,
I'd also tell you what another good day. When the Steel Drivers come back, they were at the theater this last time.
I saw them last time they were there.
I was there.
I was there.
He was there.
Kendra Devin.
Me.
He's a good time.
Jay Wood. And somebody else.
Leah.
Dude, that was a good time.
Yeah. That was a good fucking show.
You were there?
Yeah, I was there.
I don't remember. Dude, so good. So much better.
Well, Clay told me, when we got the tickets, hold on. When we got the tickets, Clay said, because Chris Stapleton started that band, he said if it's not with Chris Stapleton, it's not going to be that good. And then by the end of the show, Clay was like, that dude fucking killed it.
He kills it, dude. I think he's better. I think he's better.
I won't say better.
You can't say better because you can't say better.
Shit.
I'm sorry. I do.
Tore it down.
Dude,
it was good. I'd never heard one of their songs.
I think the only reason why Chris Stapleton gets the title of better is because of his character and
persona. It's because he's the one that put that out there.
It's his stage performance. His stage performance.
See, I've never seen Stapleton.
I mean,
you've heard the NPR acoustic set? God damn, bro. What you talking about?
The dude is good. There's no other job out for that guy in the Steel Drivers now. He will never find another perfect job.
If you sing some shit to that, to your baby mama, man, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, man, your panties are going to cream so goddamn. Like, it's just like, it's like a damn tsunami, boy.
Monsoon and britches.
It's like we're going to hit that Beyblade in that realm.
Running down the leg.
Man.
That Beyblade hit that leg.
I mean, dude, Buddy that's doing it now is good.
He was good. I agree. He was really good.
He did not miss a fucking lick, dude. Do you realize he didn't miss a lick?
Okay.
No, Chris didn't miss a lick either.
No, I'm bringing up somebody else. So Sublime, Bradley Noel.
Oh,
Hold on. Hold on.
Nerd shit.
No. It's not
Sublime
nerd
ain't
shit. It's
no
not.
nerd.
It's not.
that's like 311. I hate 311.
But Bradley Noel was Sublime. He and when he did shows, he was so fucked up. He would miss notes, fucking make up lyrics on the spot because he forgot the lyrics he wrote. Fucked up on heroin. But if you've ever seen Sublime with Rome, Rome is fucking good. The man does not miss notes. He does not forget lyrics. But he can't compare to Bradley Noel.
Like that and you're always playing, of course you're going to be good.
But
and you're going to have your own aspect to play it.
He was not always in the band.
That's like Audio Slave.
No. Rome got picked up.
Pretty bad.
He got picked up.
Man, they did it.
Eric
their guitar player, he had his own thing going and it just complimented.
Yeah, Tom Morello, yeah. That was.
But I saw Sublime with Rome at 420 Fest.
It was Rage with Chris Cornell.
No, I saw Sublime with Rome at 420 Fest, and he
where?
did Atlanta, Centennial Olympic Park.
Badass.
Sweetwater 420.
Yeah, that was it. He did "Caress Me Down." That is Bradley Noel, like one of his most famous songs. He did that shit. Didn't miss a word. Didn't miss a fucking stroke on his guitar. But then you listen to Bradley Noel do it. He's fucking up strokes, making up lyrics because he's fucked up, don't remember them. And Rome was good, but Bradley Noel was better because he could fuck something up and just make it up on top of his head. Like, oh, okay, I fucked that up, but this will fit.
Where's your favorite live show you've seen thus far?
Right now?
Top 3.
Top three? Okay. Yeah, I got a top 3.
I'll make it easy. Top 3.
I got a top 3. Well, Pusha T.
Okay.
Yeah, Pusha T.
I've seen Kid Cudi 3 times, and all 3 of those fall in the same category. And Kevin Gates.
Kevin Gates, really? It's Tabernacle, right?
Yep. And he killed that
what about
shit.
You?
He killed that shit.
That's Pusha T, number 1.
That was your number 1?
Yeah.
Me and you were there together.
Mastodon.
But Sahai was there too.
Yeah,
so
Sahai. Yeah,
Sahai the Prince?
Oh,
Yeah.
I worked with him.
what?
Beautiful.
Yeah, he was up under Akon's brother, Boo Vision, and his engineer didn't show up. His engineer didn't show up, and I ran.
But I like where we're going.
That's nice,
Your top. So start over with your top 3.
So yeah.
Pusha T.
Pusha T.
That was a great fucking show. Me and him were there together.
Wu-Tang Clan.
Okay.
Got to.
And then trying to
Cudi.
think what would be third.
Cudi. It's got to be that Cudi show we went to.
Yeah, it'd be Cudi or it'd be Mastodon. Like Mastodon.
You saw that Rain and Blood.
Oh my god, dude. Mastodons of what that fucking tour was.
It was Rain and Blood tour, wasn't
Crack
it?
the Sky.
Crack the Sky. Yeah.
That album was. I mean, it was insane.
And
live.
he loves
It was
that.
a masterpiece. It was like watching Rush do like a 9-hour performance.
I'll watch Rush on live
Just
DVD. It was
disgusting.
All right.
good.
So what's your top 3?
My top 3.
Fuck, it was awesome.
Me and Clay, we went and seen. Weren't you there? Charles Bradley.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that's one of the best shows I've ever seen. R.I.P. Charles Bradley.
Well,
I wanted to see it.
Oh,
I wanted to see it one more
Man, y'all
time,
seen
man.
that?
Well, see,
oh my
I
God.
said my 3
dude,
shows,
I'm
but
watching that shit on YouTube.
if there's a close 4th, it's every Radio Lucent show I've ever been to.
Radio Listen's always.
And the
I mean, that's.
And I had to add that. I'm sorry I interrupted.
No, that's good.
I know
mean,
what you're talking
but
about.
I
man.
love Radio.
Cody
I know
was
what
playing
you're talking
bass
about.
for a while.
Radio
I was
Lucent.
running
That shit
around
was
town with him
nice.
for a while.
But go
You
back.
know,
You said
So I
Charles.
said Charles Bradley. He was.
I'm about to say Charles
Man,
Barkley.
Charles Bradley
Saw
was-
him live.
And
Yeah,
as far as like a great show I've seen live, Under Oath, the metal band. they
My
were
brother
great.
loves them. He
Dude,
saw
they-
them live. I have a picture.
I seen them just last year and this year, or last year.
I have a picture from 2014. My brother was front row.
Yeah.
Took a what's that camera that prints the pictures out?
Polaroid.
Polaroid picture of the lead singer.
Yeah, Spencer.
Yeah,
So
I got a
I
picture
seen him
in my
at
room.
Georgia Theater. Great show. And then I seen him at Tabernacle right after when they came back through, and the Georgia Theater was way better. It was so good.
My brother's.
So that, and then my third would be, this is a lot to call because I've seen so much.
Gotta pick one. You brought the top 3 up.
hate
I'll
you
say
did,
Earth, Wind,
too.
and Fire. I've seen them.
Oh yeah,
twice.
yeah.
Earth, Wind, and
Yeah,
Fire.
yeah.
They were good. In the hip hop realm, I haven't seen much hip hop, but Juicy J was better than Snoop Dogg.
Juicy J was a
Hey,
good
Juicy
fucking
J.
show.
Oh man,
that was
I
a
seen
good
him in
fucking
Michigan,
show.
in Lansing, Michigan.
You didn't see him at the Georgia Theater.
No, but I seen
I was
him
at the Georgia
I was
Theater
at-
show.
We was doing a 6-day music festival in Michigan with a zip line. And was you there? Because you came one year, but I don't think
He's never seen Juicy J.
Juicy
I wasn't
J
with
was
Juicy
there.
J.
He
and then,
kills it, don't he?
dude. It's so
He
much fun.
fucking- he-
Because
his
Big
show-
Sean headlined that
And
whole.
we saw Big Sean.
thing.
Big Sean at
And I
Kid
was
Cudi.
like, man, how do you have Juicy J doing that? And then Big Sean. I didn't like Big Sean's.
I didn't like
it.
Big Sean. I didn't like Big Sean before I saw him live.
We seen the Juicy J Blue Dream and Lean album all the way through. Like
Yeah.
he started from the beginning, he went all the way to the
end.
back.
Yes.
that
Played
was
every
that
song.
They
fucking
did a lot of
album,
his
bro.
remixes and features
Jesus.
at the show, which made it fun because
And he did some 3-6 shit. He did some old 3-6 shit.
Trippy kid shit.
Yeah.
That's my trippy kid.
Dude, high school.
He did.
was
He
ate
did.
up with 3-6
What was it?
Mafia.
Fucking
God,
mask.
I mean, I
off?
was driving around my
Or
grandma's
nah,
Kia
nah,
Spectre.
Gun in a mask. Gun in a mask.
Kia Spectre was bumping when it
Gun in a mask.
Yeah.
Gun in a mask. That equals cash.
I thought you were talking about that.
That's
what was
that
that
Memphis.
album?
Nah, my little brother said that one of his favorite shows was Manchester Orchestra.
That
They're
that
great.
band.
Never seen them, but
Oh,
my
they're
little
good.
brother
You need
said
to
that
listen.
they.
Clay, what's your top 3?
They play like some
Yeah, give
fucking
Clay his go.
instrumental shit.
Hands down, Paul McCartney gets number 1.
Bonnaroo.
Paul McCartney of Bonnaroo.
Gates
got
better
to
be.
see it, too.
Gates
Yeah,
better be
man.
on that top
Kevin
3.
Gates,
Yeah.
I think, gets number 2.
Kevin Gates killed that shit. Kevin Gates behind Paul fucking McCartney.
bro.
Really?
Oh, Kevin Gates
So I
killed
gotta
it.
go see it.
Oh, dude, if you ain't seen, dude, Kevin
Damn,
Gates
bro.
Let
puts
me
on
know.
a show like
When
you've
it comes
never
back
fucking
through, Let me
seen.
know.
What's your third?
man?
It was fairly
Number
cheap.
3's a little bit of a mix-up. I don't know. I got St. Paul and the Broken Bones.
Damn,
Oh,
I wanted to
great.
see them. I
Yeah.
wanted to see them
Hell
so
yeah.
fucking
Hell
bad.
yeah.
That man has a voice.
JJ Gray and Mofro
I haven't
are
seen them yet.
incredible.
You
live.
showed me them too. And that shit sounded awesome.
And at the moment,
Kid Cudi.
I mean, yeah, that number 3's that's a mix. I don't.
Throw up.
Where does
Yeah.
Little Feet fall into this? Because you're a big.
That
Little
was
Feet
his
fan,
first-
and I
that
ain't-
was his
that
first
was my
concert
first concert,
with his
and
dad.
I fucking loved it. It
What
was
do you mean
incredible.
your first concert?
That
First one he ever went to.
I mean, if you don't count the sorority and fraternity parties,
Nah,
of the
first
house,
real show
the
you ever
first real
seen.
show was Little Feet.
That's fucking awesome.
And you seen
man.
that at the Foundry
Yeah,
in downtown.
In Athens.
yeah. Ben took me.
Dude, but fucking what was the guy we saw at the Foundry?
Was you 21 yet?
Unknown Henson.
Yeah, Unknown Henson.
yeah.
That man
We
killed
go
it.
every Halloween.
Yeah,
That
that's a good
shit
show.
was so
That's a little
fucking
tradition
good.
that's kind of just happened.
You were
like,
there,
oh,
right?
Clay's here.
Yeah, I was there last
Jacqueline's
year.
here. Courtney's here.
Yeah.
Matt's here.
Yeah, I was there last
This
year.
is like we're going 3 years straight right now, right?
That was a
Like,
good
I got in
fucking
a shit
show.
ton of
Forget 'em
trouble
all.
that night, bro. I got a shit ton of trouble.
Yeah,
I gotta
swear to
piss and I'm
God.
gonna smoke a
Unknown
cigarette.
is great. So
Yeah,
your
it's
third
bad.
was what?
I ended up spending like
He had a throw up. He had a
yeah.
toss up.
I don't know.
Oh, St. Paul and the Broken Bones and JJ and
That-
Grandma.
yeah, yeah.
St. Paul and the Broken
Oh, St.
Bones.
Paul.
I wanted
Great.
to see them with him, but the
Dude.
show sold out. And I listened to to their Tiny Desk concert, and that shit
He
was
kills
fucking.
it. He kills
when,
it.
Dude, when his voice breaks and he
Oh,
you can always tell.
and them
when he's
horns in
about
the
to-
background
when he's
just
about to
going,
slide
and his
through it,
voice fucking.
and it hits like a fucking choir.
Nah, that's some straight New Orleans shit.
But I have
I
to say,
love
I've
it.
seen a
Yeah.
lot
Yeah.
of great shows. The best cover I've ever seen, what's that song? Money for Nothing, Chicks for Free, is when Perpetual
Fucking,
Groove covered that shit.
oh,
My
oh,
God.
George Clinton might be also
No!
my number
I
three.
know!
I was there.
I seen them. They were terrible.
Parliament fucking